What do you say to yourself every morning when you look in the mirror? Here we go again. Oh, I know what you mean. Do you still believe that you, if you were as beautiful as Raquel Welch, you could rule the world? Give me 10 minutes of looking like Raquel Welch. Honey, watch out. I mean, let's give it a little bit more than 10 minutes, perhaps, shall we? No, just kidding. Just 10 minutes, not 11. Were you in love with Robert De Niro when you were shooting New York, New York? No, I was in love with his talent. And, his thoughts. And the brain is an erogenous zone, so we got on very well. Most boring answer I've ever heard. That's not what I asked you. I asked you for some dirt, and you're giving me never mind. Is Jet Set Society the divine decadence that Sally Bowles talked about in Cabaret? I've never seen what I read about. I'd love to see it. But I mean, I may have been drinking, but I couldn't have missed all of it. I mean, it's not really that exciting. I heard you saw a little more than that. Okay, Liza, listen, for your last album results, how did it feel to go from Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra, Las Vegas, Monte Carlo, to the Pet Shop Boys, the king of the English synthesizers? Or the English kings of the synthesizers? Answer the question any way you want. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Very interesting experience. Is it true that to get the real rock and roll style, something you're obviously not accustomed to, the Pet Shop Boys told you that you couldn't smile anymore? What happened was, I was doing a show called Top of the Pops, and I was in between Dogs d'Amour and Shakespeare's Sister. And there was a lot of activity. It was kind of like this place. A lot was going on. And I was so delighted that I was up there. I was kind of like that. And afterwards, I came off after the rehearsal. I said, "So what did you think, Neil?" He said, "It was absolutely wonderful. Don't smile." Okay, lady. Is it true that you were bored singing songs that were written before you were born, and that you only listened to rock and roll at home? I didn't say that. I said, you guys are all, you're all the same. You never do your goddamn research. If everybody would just, never mind. All right. I'll answer the question. I really feel it's a stupid question, but I will answer the question. You probably said this someplace. It's not my fault you can't remember what you said. I love the songs that were written before I was born because they talk about emotions that keep going after I was born and after I'll be dead. I also like the songs that are written now. If a song is about anything that a woman feels, it's about obsession, it's about compulsion, it's about passion, I'm going to try and find it. And it really doesn't matter when it was written. For someone who's been to the Betty Ford Center, it's très amusant to make a cover of Tanita Tickeram's Twist in My Sobriety. Tell me about that, honey. Well, to tell you the truth, I like anything with the word sobriety in it. I mean, whether you find your sobriety at the Betty Ford Center, or you find it at Hazleton, or you find it someplace else, you eventually find it in yourself, and that's what keeps you going, and that's kind of peace of mind. I equate that word with peace of mind, because sobriety sounds so boring. It sounds like it's dull, but it's not. It's everything I was ever looking for. Is it hard to be a living legend? Well, you want to say to a lot of people, what, am I dead yet? Am I already dead? What are you talking about? Because, like, don't I have a little bit more time before you just completely write something about me and put me over here in a box somewhere?